Hey everyone, welcome to our small footprint. So I did our 6-weekly grocery run and I have all the groceries and stuff to show you. So I might show you that first and then I'll come back and I'll have a chat to you about some of the stuff that we got, because that makes a bit more sense than trying to talk to you about it and then for you to see what I got. So here's the grocery haul and then I will come back and have a brief chat about some of the stuff that I got. Alrighty, it was raining and dark when I got home, so I didn't film us unpacking it from the car, but this is what we've got. So a small pack of flour tortillas because we're going to try the fried tacos at some point this month. I got 4 packs of the kids' tortilla wraps. I got 14 bags of spirals because a whole lot of ours got eaten by mice and so we have none left at all, so I grabbed quite a few to go in the crate. I got some smoked paprika until I get my spice order, a tub of gravy because we've opened the last one on the shelf, a couple of bags of coffee beans. I got 3 containers of peanut butter. They didn't have any crunchy, which is what I normally buy, but I got creamy and the kids will just have to cope, I suppose. And I got 4 of the honeys like I normally do for the kids to have with their Weet Bix. Aldi didn't have any of the blueberry jam that I buy, and I really like the Aldi blueberry jam because it has the jars that I reuse, but there was none there. So at Costco I grabbed a couple of jams that I thought the kids might like that weren't too bad a price, some raspberry and some strawberry, and a spare oyster sauce for the shelves. I got just 1 thing of goat's milk because I think we've got plenty, but I got 1 just in case, and then 4 of our dish detergent and 3 of the laundry detergent, which is all they had. I really have to make an effort to make our laundry detergent this month. Costco had a 4x4 litre bottles of white vinegar for $10, so I grabbed that because we go through a lot of white vinegar, and I grabbed 4 of the coconut creams that we use for our coffee, to have with our coffee. I grabbed 7 bottles of apple juice because they come in a box of 6. I didn't want to have to open the box to scan it, so I grabbed a 7th one, and a normal 12 of the coconut cream, 12 of the corn kernels from Aldi. I got 2 bags of raw sugar. They are 3 kilos each, and I grabbed one of their the diced tomatoes. They're 2.5 kilo tins. There's 3 of them for $13, so it's 7.5 kilos of diced tomatoes for $13, which works well. What else do we have here? We also I got 2 maple syrups because it was on special. It was $5 off, so I grabbed 2 maple syrups. Chia seeds were $5 off as well, so I grabbed a container of those. Grabbed some jars of pesto. Aldi hasn't had these in the last couple of months that I went, so I decided to grab 6 of those to go on the shelf. I bought the kids these marshmallows because it is hot chocolate season, so I thought that they might like that. I needed some passata, and the Mutti brand at Costco was on special, and this is a really nice passata. It's a really thick one. So it's still slightly more expensive than the Aldi one, but on special it was almost on par. So I grabbed 2 6-packs of those. I went to Coles to get nappies, but I didn't grab anything else. So I didn't buy the kids any corn chips. So I found these at Aldi and just grabbed 2 big bags. These are 600 gram bags, so there's a couple of serves in each bag there for the kids. Ghee hadn't gone up again, which was nice. So it was still $32 for the 2 litres, $16 per jar. So I grabbed 4 of those. I grabbed some puff pastry from Costco as well, 2 of the bulk packs of that one. We got we just got 6 of the rice cakes for the kids. They still have some left from last month. The dried pears were half price, so it was only $5 for the whole bag, which is 750 grams of dried pears, and the kids really like dried fruit, so I grabbed those. We grabbed some fly spray so that when we're cleaning up we can spray all the spiders before we do that. Surreal needed some pads, so I grabbed those. And I grabbed 2 of these 6-packs of UHT cow's milk for yogurt making. We have some on the shelf still as well. I grabbed hamburger buns. I normally, hot dog buns. I normally grab these from Coles. I like the fresh baked ones, but I didn't go to Coles this morning, so I just grabbed the Costco ones. They're okay, just not my preference. And 2 big bags of baker's flour, 12.5 kilo bags, normal 48 rolls of toilet paper, and we needed some kitchen garbage bags as well. I also grabbed the nappy pants were half price, so I grabbed 4 packets of those. They were only $9 a packet. I got some bentonite clay that was at Costco. It was only $17, I think, and it's 2 kilos. And I'll make up some the paste that you can make up with it to use for insect bites and things like that. I got 20 odd rice milks and a box of pitted dates for the boys because they really like to eat those. I got a box of the rice crackers, so there's 16 of those, and 4 boxes of the rice bubbles and a box of wipes as well. The Costco had some of these, they call them, let me bring that back into focus, they call them bar mops, but they're basically just tea towels, but they're bleach resistant tea towels, and they odor resistant apparently, so I thought that they were worth giving a try. The baby cucumbers were $3 or $4 off, so I grabbed a thing of them. They'll go within, the first half hour the kids are awake in the morning. Bananas were really cheap, whole box for $5. The pineapples were 5 for $5, and I got 15 of those. And then I got, this is just a mixed box of, like, there's a lemon in here, there's some red apples. It was just a mixed miscellaneous box of stuff that the fruit and veg had pulled off the shelves. It wasn't quite perfect, so this was only a $5 box. These pears were, the whole box was only $5 as well, and they're really nice firm sweet pears, so I grabbed them. I will probably can them up for the kids. And then I got 2 boxes of navel oranges. So the plan is to can these, boil them and can them, so I can make my orange and almond cakes all year round, even when the oranges aren't in season. I got a big bag of onions, 10 kilos of onions, because I'm planning to can all that soup. So I got the big bag of onions, but I also got, and I got a big box of Granny Smith apples to make apple pie filling. I got, I think it was 20 kilos of potatoes. It's only 2 of the bags, but I think I got 4, and 12 kilos of carrots because of the canning up of the soup and things like that. Alright, so this is most of the meat and stuff, a few extras that were in the eskies that we only found then. So I grabbed some fish. It's a blue grenadier with crumbs, which we're going to make fish tacos with at some point this month. I grabbed a small pork belly with rind on for cooking as a pork belly for eating as a meal. I grabbed $40 worth of, or $34 worth of lard. This is back fat, clean back fat for me to render down to use. 2 bags of the frozen blueberries and a bag of the frozen strawberries. They were the cheapest frozen fruit. Frozen fruit's not very cheap at all at the moment, but we needed some, so that's what I got. We do have mango and bananas in the freezer already, so this is just to add on to that. I grabbed some salami for the pizzas and stuff. This salami is really nice, and it only ends up being $17 per kilo maybe, or slightly more. It's cheaper than a lot of other salamis anyway, and it's really tasty. I got 4 packs of the leg ham for the kids, a pack of the Roddies for Darryl and I, and this chuck steak. It was $17.99 a kilo, which is a little exy, but I'm going to use that for some beef stews and stuff in my jars, and maybe some pie filling. Some skinless sausage franks for hot dogs for dinner tonight, because if you've ever watched one of our grocery hauls before, you know we always have hot dogs for dinner on grocery night. I got 3 of the big pork legs because the blade for my grinder has finally turned up, so I'm going to make a whole lot of sausages to go in the freezer with some of this. I got this bag. It's just diced bacon pieces, and it was marked down to $7, so it's 2 kilos for $7. So this will be great for putting in with soups and things like that. The economy bacon at the butcher was only $5 for a kilo. Now this stuff is really hit and miss as to which parts of the bacon it is. So it's great for dicing it up for pizza or for things like that. I also got some middle bacon from Aldi for eating, for like frying up to have on breakfast sandwiches and things like that, because it's actual middle bacon rashers. But this is $9 a kilo, so I always buy a couple of those and then a bunch of the economy stuff so that I can use that for cooking, because it doesn't really matter. I grabbed one big celery. It was $3. They're not real cheap at the moment, but I cut that up and I freeze it in portions to use for soups and things like, and stocks and stuff, and 2 of the bags of the baby broccoli just for Darryl and I for the next week. The cauliflower's really cheap, they're only $1 each, so I grabbed them for us to have as well. And there's a bag under here of some lettuce mix to have. The intent was to have hamburgers this month, but Aldi didn't have any burger buns. Costco only had the really big brioche rolls, which don't really work for us because they come in 12s, which is an odd number, and they're just huge. They're just not really particularly versatile. And then they didn't have any of the standard tip-top burger buns either, so I'll have to make some this month if we're going to have hamburgers. I grabbed a 3 litre of milk for the kefir, and I grabbed our normal stir-fry noodles from Aldi. There is 6 here, which is 2 meals for the kids, 2 meals for Darryl and I. I grabbed the beef mince that I always grab, so that's normally 2 4-kilo packets that I grab, and that is $10 a kilo still at the moment. I grabbed 2 of the pizza cheeses just for me to have in the freezer, and a whole lot of frozen veg from Aldi, some of the peas, carrots and corn, and there's some winter veg mix in there as well. I also grabbed a rindeless, boneless pork belly to make our own bacon with, or whatever we decided we want to do with it, and a bunch of bones for the dogs. These bones are great. The butcher has them for $3 a bag, and they're just various parts of the animals. The dogs really like them. They also had the bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs again, so I got 2 more boxes of those. They are 18 kilos for $49, but there is a lot of bones and scrap in there, so you probably only end up with about half that in actual usable meat, but we use all the excess anyway in various ways, so it works out cost effective anyway. Alright, so it is, I don't know, 9 o'clock at night, so I didn't get back until, I don't know, it would have been 5:30, and it was raining and dark, so I didn't get any footage of the unpacking like I normally do to share, so sorry about that, but that's fine. So we got heaps of fruit and veg, heaps of fruit this month. Green apples, red apples, 2 big boxes of oranges. I'm going to try canning the oranges to make orange and almond cake. We got another box of bananas. We've got plenty of bananas in the freezer, so these will be mainly just baking and eating bananas, and a whole lot of pineapples that I'm going to make a bunch of pineapple scrap cordial from, and can some of the pineapple and things like that. So I'm looking forward to that, and I will share all of that with you. I also bought a whole lot of potatoes and carrots and stuff, because I'm going to do big batches of soup canning this month. So in the end, sorry, my tripod's out in the garden getting wet, rained on, so I'm doing this by hand, which is why it's a little bumpy. What was I saying? Budget wise, okay, so normally I budget about $1,400 for every 4 to 6 week shopping trip. I went a bit over this month, but I know why I went over, and it was sort of on purpose. So I got 3 of the big pork roasts instead of 2, because I finally got the grinder for my sausage for my mincer, so I can make a whole lot of sausages. So that'll be a couple of months worth of sausages out of that I make. I got a $50 pack or $44 pack worth of beef chuck steak, which I'm going to use for pie fillings and things like that, which I don't normally buy beef because it's just too expensive, so that was an extra $50 odd there. I also got a couple of other bits and pieces that were like, I bought 20 kilos of potatoes, and normally only probably buy 10, and I bought 12 kilos of carrots, so there's a couple of extra bags of carrots there and all the rest of it. So I went over by just under $200, I think, and I know exactly where that money went from. I bought a couple of lights from Aldi in my Aldi shopping bill, and I bought some school charts for the kids out of that too, like the big posters that have the alphabet and stuff on it so that I can put them up in their homeschool area as well. So there was lots of bits and pieces that were bought that were part and parcel of those, the amounts, and that ended up being over the 1,400. So I'm happy with what was spent. The main groceries still came under budget fine, and then I had those extras that I knew about when I was doing it, and I knew that I had the money there to do that as well. So that's good. So lots of plans for lots of different things to be done in the next week, and I will share them on a daily-ish basis. As I do that, I will share it. And so ask any questions about what we bought that you would like, and it was pretty much all the normal stuff, and then a whole lot of fruit, which was great. So I will see you again probably tomorrow or the next day, and hope you enjoyed seeing what we bought this month. See you next time.